You guys are on site. This is the room that's gonna be our podcast and YouTube studio, if you will. Maddie and I are building these shelves. They're gonna be floating shelves once we put the front part on. And we've combined my math skills with Maddie's woodworking skills. And it's coming along. We're also gonna color drench the whole room in this color. It's called Pashmina. So if you remember what my room looks like, it's completely color drenched, so it's gonna be the same effect, this color everywhere. So the walls, the trim, and the ceiling. We're really excited. We feel like color drenching always makes a room look so finished, especially if it's not a dark color, but like noticeably not white. I feel like it was such a thing for your entire house to be white, and it's just so not cozy to us. And our like top priority for our podcast set is for it to be cozy. Like we want people to be like living vicariously through us and like cuddled up and feel really cozy when they're watching. So I think this corner is gonna be where we're set up for the podcast. So we're gonna have a couple comfy chairs and a little table in between and just like some nice things on the shelf, make it super cozy. So hopefully in this vlog, the vision will come to life.
And Coda's gonna help, aren't you? You've been so helpful.
Yeah. Can I set this here? Right. Alright, do you want to get down? Yeah. More than anything. Women in construction. Justice for women in construction. Women in construction. Part 2. We may have had some leveling issues with the shelf.
That's what DIY really is about.
DIY is in our hearts. Building shelves out of popsicle sticks, no big deal. I'm still proud of us thus far.
Same.
These ones are all perfect. And we have pieces that we're gonna put on the front. So they're gonna come like this. So you're not gonna see the back part. Obviously it'll be painted, but we still wanna cover it up so that they just look floating. I think for non-construction engineer workers, we're doing a fantastic job.
Slate it. Popsicle stick journey. Slate it.
I don't want any more nails looking like, hey, hey. Women in construction.
Hey.
I'm kidding. I'm not being shady towards women. I'm being shady towards us in our methods. Should gonna be kind of hard.
Yeah.
We'll have to do like a nail in the middle first. Okay. Oh. This sticks out slightly more than this does because of that back thing. So it'll just be like that and we'll caulk. Whoa. So then make sure you nail it into the lower thing over there.
Okay.
So that it doesn't tilt. Do you want to do this side first? The other side?
Okay.
Slay. Here? Okay, do you want me to do a few more? Do some in the middle while I'm pushing in.
Wow.
Wow. First
Oh
shelf
my
finished.
god, it's gonna be amazing.
So for this, you can nail into that still, yeah. What? Oh damn. Well, also like if anything, angle down.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm proud of us.
Same.
It's coming together, people.
Only a couple mishaps. Nothing a couple popsicle sticks couldn't fix.
Exactly.
Like in my experience, every single project is gonna have something like that. Yeah.
Like-
well, also, especially if you do it yourself and you've never done.
That's
it
what I
before.
mean, yeah.
If I'm gonna do something myself, I'm gonna expect to mess up. Yeah.
Number 2, people.
Camera 1, camera 2, camera X, camera Y. This camera, this camera, this camera.
Tell them where they can find you.
I'm gonna, it's again, the like, on the outside. Like you might, oh wait, it's also over there. Do one in the middle. This one does pop out a tiny bit more. I would maybe do one more on the sides. Okay. Unless you don't really care, you're just gonna cock it. Wanna say hi?
Hi.
Mom's here, she's on spackling duty. Oh shit. She's spackling all of the millions of holes we've created. Your job is important to us. Phase 1 is complete.
Woo!
Good morning. It's Saturday. We're going out to brunch today, and I haven't been wearing makeup like ever besides the photo shoot because my skin has been acting up with the dry weather here. I feel like it's been getting a little bit better since I added some things into my routine. I went to Target yesterday, got a little haul. I've been adding a step into my skincare routine that I think has been helping, and it's not totally better. I still have this like blemish that's really not going away. It's been there for a month. I think that one was from stress because it was huge and like crazy. But then I just have like little clogged pores that keep popping up. So because of that, I haven't been wearing makeup. But today, since we're going to brunch and it's such a nice day out and it's a Saturday, my mom's here, we're meeting some friends, I feel like it's a good day to put a little more effort in and feel nice. I'm really not going to do anything that differently from what I usually do. Anytime I follow someone who's like, I'm not going to show me doing my makeup today because I always do, you've seen it a million times. I never really watch people's videos to like learn how to do makeup or anything. I just find it really therapeutic to watch and really satisfying to watch. So I always like it when people include doing their makeup even if they've done it a million times on camera. So that's what I'm doing, just in case any of you feel the same way. I also just want to give a special little thank you to anyone who watches multiple of my videos and decides to subscribe or message me on Instagram or leave a comment or anything. I feel like as a really small and new YouTuber or whatever, that kind of thing really keeps me going because it's so easy to like doubt yourself and be like, you know, think that like YouTube is so oversaturated and stuff, and like maybe everyone already has the people they love and they like don't care to look for more or anything. And also just like I haven't had as much practice as some people who are bigger and have been doing it for a while. So to get messages that say that like I'm their comfort channel or whatever is like really surreal because I know I like have such a small following, but that kind of comment or message just really keeps me motivated to keep going. And like, not that I would quit because I love doing this, but it just means a lot. I think I mentioned earlier in this video that we're redoing that room for our podcast and YouTube studio. And I know that some of you maybe have listened to our podcast before, but we're actually starting another YouTube channel together. And I'm gonna like kind of keep it under wraps as to what that is, but it's gonna be so completely different from this YouTube channel. My sister vlogs as well, so we have like the vlog part of our lives fulfilled. We love doing the podcast, and our YouTube channel is gonna be like even different from that. The podcast is gonna be on video now, so it's gonna be on the same channel as our other YouTube videos, which doesn't exist yet, but it will soon. But I'm just so excited to like be creating totally different things. Like I feel like it fulfills so many different parts of my creative brain. And even having that photo shoot, because I used to be a photographer, that part of me was really fulfilled as well, which like you don't get doing video a lot. I had so much fun editing and like photographing again. And like because there's such different things, like such different creative outlets kind of, I know that like not everyone is gonna like all three of them, and I'm like so fine with that. Like I'm actually kind of excited by the idea of having like kind of a different audience for each of those outlets and still being able to like do whatever I want. I don't know, like I don't feel boxed in because we're doing like three completely different things, I guess. And like I guess you can't really do tons of completely different things on one platform, because then it just doesn't make sense and you kind of like lose people who don't really like understand what you're doing. But I'm just excited to have multiple different platforms to like fulfill me in different ways and like scratch my creative itch in different ways. Speaking of my sister's vlog channel, she is vlogging that room makeover in way more depth than I did. So if you want to see that, if you're like into room makeovers and stuff, go check out her channel. I don't know if it'll be up by now or not. Her channel's called @EvenComfier, and it's the same on Instagram if you want to follow her. I think that's all I'm gonna do. This is what I'm wearing. I actually don't have a full-length mirror yet in here, so I'll have to go out and get one. I feel like a teacher in this cashmere button-up sweater with my hair like all slicked back. I can't decide if I'm gonna wear my UGG slippers or those new black boots that I got a couple vlogs ago now. Let me try those on. Just kidding, they're downstairs. I'll probably wear these, just, I don't know, brunch vibes. Another beautiful day. I will never get over this view. The mountains, and there are horses over there sometimes. So freaking cute. Painting day 2 fit check.
Shorts, Lululemon. Sweatshirt, husband.
Everything Maddie.
I forgot. Loft. What did I say?
Uniqlo.
Slay.
Well done, everyone.
As coisas chegam quando passam. Se o que aconteceu de errado, veja bem pelo outro lado, é o que faz você agora.
Good job.
Todas migalhas do passado vão viver tempo de glória.
Order the decaf.
Oh.
And the Nespresso.
Sure. Today's gonna be a really fun day because all we have planned is to go thrifting literally all day for the podcast studio. Yesterday we ordered a couple chairs, like comfy chairs for us to podcast in, and I'm gonna make a list right now of what I think we still need to get, which is kind of a lot, but it's all like fun stuff now. I feel like the chairs were kind of stressful because they're like the biggest part visually, besides just like the walls, which we painted. And so now it's just the fun stuff, getting like a table for in between the chairs and all the decor that's gonna go on the shelves. I'll show you the room's current state. Actually, I'll do that now. So it's totally like not furnished or anything, but I love how the walls turned out. It might be kind of hard to tell on camera. I love, well, okay, you can see now what the color is compared to the white of the light there. And I just love how color drenching rooms looks. And so you walk in, my sister actually crocheted that pillow. It's the cutest thing ever. And then if you turn this way, this is gonna be where we're gonna be sitting for the podcast. So it'll probably be a little bit of a tighter shot. So I'll have chair here, a teeny table in between us, and all of this decor on the shelves. Maybe something on the wall, I'm not sure. And some curtains for this little window. We do have studio lights, but I think it's gonna be pretty well lit if we podcast during the day because this whole window is gonna be opposite to us, but then maybe we'll just fill it in with some other lights. So we just need a little table. And then I'm not sure if it's gonna be just a like decor table with like a candle and I don't know what else, or if we're gonna have like podcasting equipment on the table or our mics clamped to the table. I'm not really sure, but it's gonna be a small table, so we can't fit much on it anyway. Where are we gonna clamp the mics? Are we gonna get like little tables or something for behind the chairs?
So yeah, I was thinking about this last night because are we gonna
Like the mics we have now, I remember like the USB mics. So they have to go into individual laptops.
Oh, so did we think we were gonna get different mics this whole time?
So remember we were like, could we get different like cords for our mics that go into one thing? But then CJ was like, if it's a USB mic, it might just be a USB mic.
Decaf Nespresso pods coming your way.
Yay! Thanks. I just got out of the shower and I thought I'd give you a teeny mini little Target haul. This is all under the theme of it being extremely dry here and I'm trying to cope. First is this Way Rose Hair and Body Oil. So I'll just do like, I don't know, I haven't really figured out what amount I like to do. Just like one pump at the ends of my wet hair. The nice thing is it's like fine to put on your skin as well. So if you have oil on your hands, put it on your shoulders, I suppose. I got these two like really intense lotions. I didn't want anything scented because I want to be able to like lather them on and I don't want them to be like irritating to my skin or make me smell like really strong. So I got this hand cream that I can put in my purse and then this is just like the body lotion equivalent. I'm gonna put that all over my body. My hands get like super dry and cracked throughout the day, so I feel like it'll be nice to have one that I can just keep in my purse that doesn't smell like anything, that I can put on like literally once an hour. I'm hoping my body gets used to this, but right now like the altitude and the dryness is really doing a number on me. So if anyone has any tips, if you live in Colorado or like Arizona or anywhere that it gets super dry. Sometimes when I put on hand cream, I squirt it onto the back of my hands and then I'll just rub the backs of my hands together so that the fronts of my hands don't get like super oily. And then this isn't a Target thing. Actually, I think they do carry this at Target, but my mom has this whole like line of skincare and she's letting me test it out. So I'm still doing every single step in my skincare I usually do. And then after like maybe 5 or 10 minutes of that sinking in, I'll just put on another like normal lotion-y texture moisturizer. Because if you remember, I usually do an oil and a mist and that has been working really well for me. But now that it's so dry, I feel like I need kind of a thicker moisturizer on top of everything. And then last thing, again, I don't even know if you can get this at Target, but this is the last thing I wanted to show you because this is my favorite lip balm ever. Everyone uses the like Laneige one, but I think I like this even better. It's the Fresh Rose Petal Soft Lip Cream and it's just the best texture and it like smells good. It's not like too strong of a smell. It just makes you feel fresh. So that's my tiny baby Target haul. It's just lotions and oils. Oh, also I got these earrings from Target. They're like, I don't know what brand it is, the kind that's like actually gold plated. I literally own 2 pairs of earrings. I used to only have one and they were really beautiful. Kirsten Ash, I think is how you say it. Or Kirsten Ash, I'm not sure. I don't know if that's an Australian brand or if they sell that everywhere, but my friends got a really pretty pair of gold-plated Kirsten Ash earrings for me for my birthday last August, and I lost one of them recently, and it broke my heart because they were literally the only pair of earrings I had, and they were really special to me since my best friends got them. And so I've been earringless for like a couple months now. So I just got these gold ones, and then I also got the big silver ones that I wore in our podcast photo shoot that I think those are like costume jewelry. So this is my like one pair of kind of nice earrings, I guess. Also, another thing I've been noticing is when I get out of the shower, my hair is actually like pretty wavy before I brush it. I guess it doesn't look that wavy, but it's not like pin straight before I brush it. But then once I brush it, it makes it all straight and then it dries like kind of straight. So I don't know how to like maintain the wave, like the natural wave of it without doing the whole like 30-minute long curly hair routine thing that people do. So if you have like kind of wavy hair and you want to keep your waves, what do? As for what I'm gonna wear today, I think I'm gonna have a look at Pinterest. I don't do this that often because I love like style and fashion, but most days I really just wear comfy clothes all day. But I kind of want to look cute just because, I don't know, going out and about all day, and we're going out to dinner tonight, which I probably actually will change for. I think I'm gonna wear that vintage like leopard print top that I got from Rose Bowl that you saw in a couple vlogs ago. I feel like my style is really simple, but it's a really specific kind of simple. I'm like very picky for someone who has really simple style. The problem is that I don't often pin things where I'm like, oh, I have that piece, I could wear this outfit. I usually pin things that I'm like, ooh, I want that. So a lot of my pins are things I don't really have, but they can still give me some inspo. I'm so happy I don't have to think in Celsius anymore. I sucked at that. It's so weird. I never could understand Celsius, but I only understand kilometers now because I didn't get my driver's license until right before I moved to Australia. So like driving and everything I learned was in terms of kilometers. It makes so much more sense to me. Fahrenheit, like, I will never understand Celsius. I mean, I get the concept, but like, I will never be able to like translate on a whim. So I'm glad I get to just think in Fahrenheit. Nobody will judge me. Maybe while we're thrifting, I'll have a cheeky little look at the clothes and shoes as well. Like, I really want boots like this. Like, not the classic riding boots that everyone has. I like that these, oh my God, I can't get a good zoom on those. I like that those like are barely platform at all. They're kind of flexible. They almost look rain boot material rather than like leather. This is what I'm wearing, which is literally none of what I picked out on Pinterest, but
Eu não vou chorar, contanto que eu me lembre que é bem longe eu vou ficar. Entrei no jogo pra perder, mas tô bem acostumado a cantar.
we just got back from the longest day of thrifting. We've now done this 2 days in a row. And I'll show you the things that we got for the studio when we start putting it together a little bit more, but I got a couple things that are just for me. I needed some purses. Well, I mean, you only really need one purse, but I have two and they're both breaking. So I got this purse, just this black one. It's like kind of bent from them storing it like that, but once it's like kind of straightened out, I think it'll be pretty. It is, I think it's vintage 9 West. Yeah. The inside's really pretty. Yeah, I just think it's a nice size for every day, and I like that it has short straps. I got this fun one. I actually haven't looked at what brand this is. Oh my God, it's Coach. That's so funny. It was $7.99, so I really didn't think it was gonna be like a great brand. It's Coach, how fun is that? And then, you guys might question me for this, but I was really drawn to this shirt. I know it looks like a grandma shirt. It kind of is, but it lays really pretty. It's like 3/4 sleeves and lays off the shoulders, and I think I might wear it to dinner, or at least I'll try it on for you right now so you can see the vision. But those are the only 3 things that I got for myself. I had to really hold back because we were on a different type of mission today. I couldn't spend too long looking at clothes and shoes, but oh my God, thrifting in America is insane. Like, not that the stores are like so much better, but there are just so many more and there's so much more stuff in them. Like, I could spend hours upon hours upon hours in every store I've gone into. Okay, I'm not actually gonna wear this to dinner because I think everyone else is dressing more casually. But do you see the vision? Like with black suit pants and heels or something, or like a mini skirt. I think it's pretty. Okay, this is what I'm wearing, just this long sleeve and suit pants. And then I'll probably put this over top. Not sure if I'll button it. We're just going to like a small family-owned Italian restaurant, nothing super fancy. So I might just wear this black cardigan that I've been wearing all the time. Let's see what it looks like open. I haven't worn a cardigan open in a while. Could button it at the top, perhaps. We'll do that for now, I suppose. And then just black boots again. Maddie's been working on these shelves, and Mom and I have the fun task of flipping through these books to see if we can find anything that we want to put in the frames. It's warm, like you can convince yourself that it's but also not hit you over the head. Just like you look at it and you're like, ah, that makes sense that it's called Classless Chaps.
bit higher than that
Yeah.
could be.
Maybe an inch lower.
14 and 3/4.
It's not that much. If I were professional, I would get another camera going right here. But I'm not. Turns out I'm not. I just made a fuss about how I wanted to film cooking this dinner, but I just looked atrocious. And I do, but I'm trying to not care because this is the reality of life. I wear the same outfit 3 days in a row and I don't ever put makeup on. But I make this dinner, this is like a regular dinner, so I feel like I should film it at some point. I'm making a vegan stir fry. So it's tofu, veggies, and rice. Right now I'm marinating the tofu, so I'm just kind of cutting the tofu into blocks. You have to like press the tofu first to get some of the moisture out. You can add like cornstarch or flour after it's marinated and then pan fry it and it gets a little bit crispy, or you can just marinate it and pan fry it without the flour or the cornstarch. Kind of just depends how lazy I'm feeling. And then we'll get this bowl for marinating. I do mostly tamari sauce or soy sauce. I also just like guess all the time. I know like the proper ratios, but I don't have proper measurements. So I would do mostly tamari or soy sauce. Do a little bit of garlic powder, a few shakes, whatever. Some sriracha if you want to, you don't have to. And then sometimes I'll add curry paste, sometimes I won't. Just depends what flavor I want. Not a ton, because I'm not making a curry or anything, I'm just making stir fry, but I like that flavor. And then I'll do lime juice. If you have a fresh lime, it's always better, but I was gonna add sweet chili, but maybe with the, just made a mess. Maybe with the curry sauce, you don't need that. I don't know. I'm just gonna throw it in. There's no really method to my madness. Some sesame seeds. I like including the sesame seeds in the marinade so that they cook with the tofu and kind of like toast. I cook at home a lot and I feel like I have a lot of good like go-to recipes, and sometimes I feel like I get inspired to like film them or photograph them and like put them on Instagram and stuff. But I also often get in moods where I want nothing to do with Instagram.
Me too.
Like my feelings toward Instagram are either I get like really inspired and I want to post like every day and I want to just be like casual and just post like everything. And then other times I'm like, I'm just not a short form content person. I would so much rather like completely delete Instagram. I don't have TikTok, and just do YouTube and the podcast and like put all of my creative energy into that. Cause like Instagram is fun to like create an aesthetic and do like photos rather than video, but I feel like you can do that with YouTube thumbnails just as much. Like just take photos throughout your day and then include them in the vlog thumbnail. So I'm just like, what purpose is Instagram fulfilling besides like, I guess, seeing what other people post? So this is how much it has marinated it. There's no like extra liquid in there, but I am gonna add more of like pretty much every ingredient into the pan once it's cooking with the veggies and stuff to kind of make a sauce at the end to go over rice. While I have the cutting board and knife out, I'm just gonna chop up some fresh herbs for on top. Usually with any like Asian inspired dish I make, I top it with any combination of coriander or cilantro, green onion, sesame seeds, kimchi, fresh lime juice or lime zest. So any combination of those that I have, I just put on top. So we're doing fresh coriander or cilantro and some green onion. I do actually have sesame seeds and kimchi. I don't have fresh lime, and I am making this for just 2 of us today, so that's why the portions are a bit smaller. It's the next day and I'm gonna close the vlog out here. I'm already starting to film for next week's video, so subscribe if you want to keep following along, and I'll see you next week. Bye.